Hi, this is Farah. Today I'll be making some cake pops. So first I'll be starting with the sponge cake and I'll show you how I'm gonna bake my sponge and bake it, and then we'll start doing the cake pops. Here we've got 50 mils of oil, 300 mils of milk, 150 grams of butter, vanilla 1 teaspoon, 4 eggs, 2 cups of sugar equivalent to 600 grams of sugar equivalent to 2 cups, 3 cups of self-raising flour, which is equivalent to 600 grams, and which is 200 grams of each cup. So first we start doing the butter. We cream the butter with the sugar and then we add egg by egg. Let's start. So now the cake had been baked and I took off the edges and the top and the bottom, and this is my buttercream that I made and kept it in the fridge, and this is the blueberry jam that I'll be using. So now I'll crumble the cake, add 4 tablespoons of buttercream and 2 tablespoons of the jam, and let's see how it goes. Now we start shaping it. So I want to make the shape of a ball for some of them, but I need to make a good size, which is a bite size, just this size. So then I do it as a ball, or other ways we can make a sausage shape, and then which is like this. And then we can cut it into balls. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tree shape, as it's Christmas. I just make sure that I make it bigger from the top, like a tree. So I'll leave them to rest, and then I'll make the cake pops. So I'm going to show you how to make a cake pop in the shape of a Christmas tree. So first what I did is I shaped it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it in the green. Make sure I dip it really well and cover it. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with my Christmas sprinklings. And what I did is I put a snowman at top. So it looks so cute like this. I took them out of the fridge, so I made them in a tree shape. Now I got some green candy melt that I'm going to melt at the instructions on the packet. And these are some sprinkles that I'm going to sprinkle with my trees. So let's see. So now as the chocolate melts, the candy melts, we get one of the trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drip it in and out, and then I'm going to put it through to the cake and then keep it until it dries out. So keep holding it, so it's going to end up being like this. Now after I made my Christmas trees cake pops, I'll move on to making the circles one. Here are my end results. So it's going to be using his and different shapes. Just a way of presenting them. And I'm going to make also some of them that's going to be on stick like this. Make the Christmas pudding cake pops, I'll be using some brown color candy melts, or if we say a milk chocolate ones. We dip it into the chocolate and then we put it inside this one, and then we set it on the side to dry. Now I'll get a dry one just to show you. This is a dry one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let in. So to make the Christmas pudding, I dipped it in the milk chocolate. Now I dip it a bit in the white one. And then it comes out like this. Then I sprinkle it with some of my green and red sprinkles. And this is a Christmas pudding cake pop.